guys. So what did I always used to say? Hi guys, hope you're having a nice day. That's what I'm going to continue to say. So I am here to do a fabric haul, and I'm right up against this because I forgot to bring my good camera, or really I didn't forget it, but we're using it in the shop. So I basically am doing this on my phone. So I'm sorry if the sound or the framing isn't as good as I would like. But I'm here in the office. I've come in a bit early so that I could film this and talk to you about 3 fabrics. Well, I've actually put 4 on the table, but the whole idea was that I would maybe choose 1 or 2 out of my 3. And if I was feeling incredibly prolific that month, then I would maybe, or productive rather, prolific feels not quite right for someone who sews, is it? Is that maybe the right saying? Anyway. Then maybe I'll make more. Maybe I'll make 3. But anyway. So what I thought would be good in this, and I know when I first started YouTube, this was one of the first videos that I used to do regularly once a month. And I'd talk about the fabric and things. But I think I'm going to talk obviously about the fabric, but I'm also going to talk about why I've chosen it. So I think that's one of the hardest things when you're getting into dressmaking is choosing your fabric, and you feel nervous about it because you don't want to spend all that time and get it wrong, and it's hard for you to visualize because you've not made things very often. But I want you to know that once you get into dressmaking, you will learn to visualize. It takes some people longer than others, but you will learn to visualize it, and you can look at a piece of cloth and you'll be able to see it as a garment. So what I do when I choose fabric is I obviously visualize it, I can see it, but I immediately put it in an outfit. I don't just go, oh, that would make a lovely top, and in my mind that's an isolated top. I've already put it with skinny jeans or a skirt, and I've thought about the shoes, and I've thought about would I wear a headscarf with it and what earrings I would wear, and I put the whole thing together. And I think that for me is a really important skill, because that means that I don't end up making things that I then have nothing to wear with it in my wardrobe. So a really easy fabric to start with is this one. So this is Aroma Ponte. Now, when I'm choosing fabric, and this isn't quite so, I'll do it with the other ones that are more of a strong colour, and I'm not sure if it's going to suit me. I will hold it up like this against myself and look in the mirror. Now, obviously, it's a stripe. I know a stripe works with me. But things that I think about when I'm wearing a black and white stripe is I will always wear a red lipstick, because I'll need that to lift my face and add a little bit of colour. So I generally will always wear red lipstick with something like this. So this is a Roma Ponte. It's a lightish weight Roma Ponte. So it's dress weight, but I think it would make a really nice Edie top as well. Now, I know Edie top, we sort of say cotton jersey, not Roma Ponte. And I have already not only visualised how this will look, but I've also thought about how it will feel. And it will feel slightly snug, and it will feel slightly more restricting. But I think that isn't an issue for me. That's still going to be, I'm still going to be able to move in it. It's not that I'm not going to be able to move, but I know it will work. And I know that this thickness of Roma Ponte, and it's very hard to get that across, but I don't know if that helps. This is definitely could work, but there are some others that we've got that wouldn't work. They would be too thick. They'd be too stiff under here. So that's just something, I also think about is how will I be able to move in that? And will the fabric structure do justice to the pattern? Is it going to hold the pattern in shape? So we need it when it's fitted like the Edie. Something you need the cotton jersey or a very lightweight Roma Ponte, because it is very fitted, and so it needs to hold it. And if you made it out of a viscose jersey, it's going to distort and stretch and look a bit limp. So that's why we recommend those fabrics. So anyway, I immediately thought, well, do you know what? I know I've got a stripy jersey top that I have got a stain on it. I've worn it and had it for years. And it's time for me to make some more tops. So I know that I'll wear it probably with skinny jeans more than anything. I've got some black skinny jeans. I've also got some nice dungarees that I wear. And I've got dark blue skinny jeans. That's probably, I wouldn't wear black and white stripe with a light blue jean. That's just for me. And I've also thought about, oh, it looked good with a nice little red headscarf. Because it's skinny jeans, I know that I've got shoes, so I don't have to think about that. So this is terms of a project. The ED top is very simple. It's part of the Work to Weekend ebook, which is the second ebook that we brought out in the Capsule Wardrobe collection. And it is definitely an easy pattern. I'd say confident beginner. So nice and easy, very, very wearable. It's got a lovely boat neck, which I just really, really love and I find super elegant. And you'll see that in other necklines of patterns that we have because it's a neckline that I like. So, and I know that I'll just wear this. So it's a kind of no-brainer for me to make that. Another no-brainer, keeping with the stripe, is this one, which is our seaside. Now, this is a cotton jersey, but it's got some drape to it. And so let's have a look what I mean when I'm talking about that. So when I'm talking about drape, can you see? It drapes, yeah? And it flows. And it's not super, super floaty, but it is definitely got some drape. It doesn't stick to itself too much. So I know that this could work for a molly top. So again, another pattern I'm choosing from one of our capsule wardrobes. This is from the first one, City Break, which I shot in Paris. And the molly top has been one of the most popular makes from that, probably because she's just so simple and so wearable. And again, another really easy make, confident beginner. So it's, again, thinking about the fabric, I think that's a really nice warm blue. So even if you've got cooler tones in your skin, I think that will be a very wearable blue. Obviously I'm wearing it that way. The top will go this way. It's just easier for me to hold it like that. And immediately thinking about what I have to wear with this. Now I've got a really amazing Lizzie skirt, which is white with an embroidered blue kind of embroidery on it, and that would work really well with this, I think. Wrong time of year though, so I don't want to get excited thinking, oh, I've got the perfect combination, but I can't wear it until June next year. So, but I know that I will wear this with more of my mid blue jeans. So mid blue jeans, I probably wouldn't wear it with dark jeans just because it's that lighter colour. So mid blue jeans, definitely with my mid blue dungarees as well. I've got, as you know, or some of you know, a lot of really lovely colourful Cezanne cardigans that I have an addiction to. And they're great to go with something like this because I can kind of add another layer of colour. I've also got some really nice bright pink tassel earrings that I think will look great with this as well if I wanted to make it look a little bit more glam. Obviously my red lips, that works, but also pink as well would look nice. So those are the things that I'm thinking about. I'm visualising what this top is going to do for me in my wardrobe. I'm thinking about the fabric, obviously, and its suitability for that. And it's just making sure that the make that I'm doing is going to work hard. You know, I think that obviously we think about fast fashion and those of us that sew, we really are kind of doing good things for the environment in sewing instead of buying, but we also need to make sure that we don't sew frivolously. And I think I've definitely been guilty of that in the past, of just sewing things that I'm just not going to end up making, not going to end up wearing that much because I've got nothing to go with it. And so now, because I'm much more time poor and because I'm more conscious that I don't want to have too many things in my wardrobe that I'm just not wearing, I'm thinking about what I'm making and making sure that it's going to be something that I really, really use in my wardrobe and wear a lot. So next up, this is definitely one of those fabrics that you're going to need to hold up against you. Now, obviously, I'm saying that that is relevant to those of you that are shopping in the flesh. If you're buying online, you can't do that. But what I would do is, if I kind of know now what colours suit me, and if you haven't done that, then go to a local fabric shop or even a clothes shop and try on lots of colours, and you'll then know what colours you can and you can't wear by holding them up. Hold them up and see what does it do to your skin tone. Does it warm it up? Does it make it colder? Does it make you fade away? You know, this is quite a strong colour, and I think that I can wear it because I've got dark hair, but my skin tone's probably not perfect for this, but I tend to cheat that with a lipstick. So this is the wrong tone, but I've got an orangey red lipstick that I'd wear with this, and that will help me wear it If though you find that some fabrics you just can't wear, then it doesn't mean you can't wear them at all. It just means you probably shouldn't wear them so close to your body, so to your face rather, and you could wear them in terms of like as a skirt. You could also wear them as a top, but you know that you'll always have to have something else over it to kind of balance it out so it's not too much, because you just basically you don't want the fabric and the colour to wear you, you want to wear the colour, so it adds and enhances you rather than it kind of you getting lost in it, if that makes sense. Anyway, this I thought might be one of those fabrics that did that to me, because orange is not really a colour that I wear. I don't think it goes with my skin tone, but this is actually a reddy orange. It's got, to me, it's got slightly more red in it than it has yellow, and therefore it kind of falls into the red category that I can wear. As long as I wear lipstick with it, I think that's the main thing. So I've thought about this, and I did think, oh, I really want to make a Frida out of it. However, Frida is already quite loud in terms of the volume of the sleeve, and I'd want to make a big sleeve at this time of year, and I just worry if I made this a Frida with a big sleeve, it might be too much of a statement, and I don't want to do that. And it also could look a little bit clowny rather than sophisticated, just purely based on the type of fabric this is. You know, you can see in the moment I've said clown now, that's all we can think. So I think instead it would be much better just to make a shift top out of it, or a Whitley. So a really just simple plain woven top, that's going to work much better. And again, thinking about what I'm going to wear with it, because we are coming into winter, I am thinking, well, that's lovely, and I'll wear it with a vest underneath now in October, but in the winter I'm going to wear another layer with that. So what cardigans do I have that go? Well, I definitely have a cream cardigan that I think would go with that, and I've also got a black one that again I think will go, but navy could go nicely with this. Don't have a navy cardigan. How is that possible? But I don't. But anyway, so I think you need to have at least one other thing that you know you can wear with it if you need to layer up and make it warmer. And again, I'd wear this with probably blue jeans. I think this kind of colour you could wear with dark blue jeans, mid blue jeans. I don't think I'd wear it with black, just because I think for like black jeans with this, I think it might be too much. Though that I have just said that I'd wear it with a black cardigan. I think maybe black might be too much. Not sure, have to see. But yeah, the shift dress is, I think, often overlooked as a top, but it's a really, really nice top, and I have got a few of them. Or I used to have a few of them. What I used to do actually is when I got tired of shift dresses that I had, because I had about 18 of them, or maybe I felt like they were too short or they'd shrunk for whatever reason. If they were viscose, I'd washed them one too many times and they just shrunk. I just used to cut them off and make them into tops, and it's a really, really nice wearable top. I really love it as a top because it's simple, and it therefore makes the fabric talk for itself. So another thing that I think about when I'm choosing a fabric which has got a strong design to it or a big print is I think about the interruption of the lines of the pattern. If it's princess seam, those lines are going to interrupt. If there's like a lot of pleats and things, they're going to interrupt the design. The shift dress, you don't have to think about that. Yes, it's got a bust start, but that's to the side, and it basically is just that. So it's a front panel and two back panels, so very, very simple, and it means you can really go to town with larger prints. Not that this is, but just something to think about. Okay, I've chosen 3 there. I have got another one on the table, but do you know what? I'm already feeling like that's enough. I've talked for quite a long time already, and you might be getting a bit bored. So let's leave it there for today. Before I go, I should say that I'm wearing, you can't see it, but I am actually wearing a dress. I can't even alter the frame of what I've got here, but I'm wearing a dress, and this is the Bilberry top, which is our t-shirt pattern that's generally short sleeved, but I lengthened it and made it longer sleeve. I didn't taper it enough though. I always get annoyed, this is too baggy, it should have been more fitted. And then I put I kind of trimmed it to the waist short length, and then you can see there I put a gathered skirt on it. So I've turned it into a dress. Very easy. You could do that with the Edie top as well. Actually, I have got a dress that I did that with the Edie top. Maybe I'll wear that on my next fabric haul. Anyway, guys, all the links to the fabrics that I've talked about I will put in the description. Obviously, fabrics do go out of stock, so apologies if they have. but we do try and keep things back in stock as best we can when they do sell well. Just not always possible. And I'll put links also to all the patterns that I've talked about as well, so you can have a look at those. But I hope this was interesting and also useful to hear about how I choose my fabrics and what I think about, and I will continue to do that each month. And then also I will show you what I make. So I think definitely could do 2 out of those 3 tops that I've just talked about. So and I'll also include the finished Frida top that I did in the sew along with you guys. Okay, hope you have a nice day. See you soon. Bye.